there, YouTube friends. Welcome back to Nikki Carlton Music. If you are new to this channel, then just welcome. Hello, hi, how you doing? Take a seat, get a coffee. You are welcome here. If you love Jesus and music and combinations of the two, then you have come to the right place, because that is what these videos are all about. And today I'm going to talk about the top 10 things that every worship leader should know. Well, anyone in a worship team, but it's not catchy when you've got about 18 words in the title, so that's what I'm going with. When I first started really getting involved in church, I would see these people on the stage singing and playing instruments, and I always thought like, wow, that looks incredible. I'd love to be involved in something like that. But I had no idea how to get involved, and I don't know why I thought this, but I thought it happened by some kind of spontaneous osmosis, that the Lord just kind of manifests you into being involved in worship, and that's just not how it works. So I would encourage you, if you've got that desire to be involved, just ask. Ask your home group leader, ask a pastor that you might have a good rapport with, and just say, hey, how do I get involved in worship? And the door will open up for you. You won't necessarily be singing on the stage the next Sunday, but that is just how you get involved. Ask. While you're waiting for that opportunity, then just spend that time practicing and training at home. It's no use saying, oh, I don't know how to play an instrument. Learn.
Okay, lesson 1, chords.
And you don't actually have to pay for lessons. I taught myself to play guitar. I had a guitar that was given to me as a gift, and I just took chord sheets that had the little chord charts on it, and I learned to play like the real chords. I mean, I was trying to play things like Tears in Heaven, and was not very good at it. I still can't fingerpick, so I was just kind of strumming away at the chords that were on the chord chart. And that is how I taught myself to play guitar. And then I played with other people, and they would say, hey, instead of playing C like this, play it like this, and it made it easier. And so I was able to teach myself to play an instrument. Same with piano. I did have piano lessons when I was younger. I learned my major scales, and I can't remember what grade I got up to, it was low. But I then taught myself to play piano chords. I did not go and get lessons on how to play piano chords. So you can do it yourself. Vocal lessons, there are so many videos on YouTube that teach you how to play piano, guitar, how to sing. So go for that. Be faithful with what you have in you so that God can use you in it. When you first start out leading worship or getting involved in worship, you might start off in small groups like a midweek home group. And the important thing to remember is that most of the time you're not going to have the words projected onto a screen. And so you need to sing songs that people know well and aren't extremely wordy. So go with ones that are really well known, have got not a lot of words, and that people can really join in singing along. Don't get caught up trying to sing the latest Bethel or Hill song that is full of words that people aren't going to be able to sing along to. Again, when you're bringing your songs, don't keep singing new songs or popular songs. Look at the lyrics, make sure they are doctrinally sound. Do they glorify Jesus? And sing songs that people know relatively well. You're wanting people to join in with worshiping and not just observing you sing a song just because you like it. A really important one, stage presence. You want to stand and look like you're actually enjoying worshiping Jesus, not like you're waiting for a bus. One of the things I learned as I was growing in leading worship is if I wasn't playing an instrument, I took the mic off its stand. It just gave me a lot more freedom of movement to be able to really express worship to Jesus. I'm at a place now where even if the mic remains on its stand, I'm still able to express my worship to Jesus without getting trapped behind the mic stand. But for many years, I just kind of stood there and would kind of half-heartedly raise my arms. That's not inspiring anyone to worship Jesus. So lose the mic stand, and if you're behind an instrument, smile. Look like you actually love Jesus. Mic technique, and I'm going to cover sound check as well with this one. Guys, it is not an ice cream cone. You're not holding it like this. You don't want to hold it down here. Hold on. This is my microphone. So we're not holding the mic like this, or like that, or like that. That's not going to work. Most mics that you're going to use in a church setting are going to be dynamic mics, which means the diaphragm sits in a position that it picks up a narrower ratio of sound. No, not ratio. A narrower area of sound. And it's going to pick up less ambient noise than condenser mics, for example. So like the SM58, the diaphragm sits at the top here. You want to aim the diaphragm at your mouth and not like that, because then the sound guy is going to have to crank up the gain and there's going to be feedback and it's just going to be a disaster. So please hold the mic properly. Hold it about 2 fingers away from the mic. Look, I cheat a little bit. If I've got my instrument, I kind of touch my lips gently because sometimes I'm closing my eyes and I don't want to be like wandering around and missing the mic. And yeah. And then when it comes to sound check, sing like you would in the actual service. I used to get so frustrated with my one friend. She would kind of do a mic check, but she was kind of like singing like this. And so they would put up the gain and the volume and everything else. And then I'd be sharing a monitor with her back when they didn't have in-ears. And I would stand by her and I'd be singing close to the mic and like struggling to hear myself. And she'd be like going in and out and then she'd come really close and everything was up and she would just completely like drown out anything I could hear of myself. So please make sure that you do your sound check correctly. This is something I didn't know. I'm gonna put this down now. This is something I didn't know was a basic sound check. No one taught me, hey, sing as if you're leading the song right now or singing backing or whatever the case may be. And sing as close to the mic as you would during the actual service. It seems so minor, but it's really important to get a good sound so you can hear yourself, so you can actually enjoy your time of worshiping instead of being distracted by the fact that you can't hear anything. Especially when you're leading, but also for the rest of the team, don't completely disengage from the congregation. You don't have to stand there like staring them all in the eyeballs. I know some churches, they encourage the worship team to kind of keep their eyes open the whole time. I don't want to do that. So I do close my eyes in different parts of songs, but I'm constantly like gauging, how are these guys doing? Are they actually focusing on Jesus, or are they just kind of like standing there like staring at the words? And sometimes I will encourage them like, hey guys, don't worry about the words on the screen. Let's just close our eyes and focus on the Lord. And sometimes it does help them, just encourages them to focus on Jesus, even if they aren't singing because they don't know the lyrics. We just want to be those who allow people to enter into worship without distracting them by bringing glory to ourselves or bringing glory to man. We always want to bring glory to Jesus. And lastly, you are not leading people into God's presence. His presence is here. Jesus said, I must go, but I am going to send to you the counselor. I'm going to send to you the comforter. I'm going to send the one who's going to direct you and lead you. And that is His Holy Spirit. And we worship Jesus, but we're not leading people into the presence of God because His presence is already here. These are just some things that I have learned over the years of being involved in worship, of being involved in different worship teams, as well as leading worship in different kinds of scenarios, whether it's a small group, whether it's big conferences or a Sunday service. And I've made a lot of mistakes over the years so that you don't have to. So learn from me and give yourself a break. Don't be too hard on yourself. There are some of these things here that even if you make mistakes in them, remember, we're doing this as service unto the Lord, and we don't need to take on the weight of something that is not meant for us to carry. Thanks for watching. If there is anything that you'd like more detail on in one of these 10 points, then leave a comment down below and I will answer it as best as I can. If you like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching and listening. If there is... Still can't fingerpick on a guitar, so I was just kind of strumming.